So why are we talking about this? Because apparently we still have to. Do you know that if for a lot of Jamaicans, if something unexpected and immediate happens, they would not be able to find the first $50,000. Let's put it like that. And how unfortunate is that? In life, we know, if you've been living for any amount of time, you know that things happen. Life happens. Blank hits the fan, right? And life is just not going to be straightforward. And we have to prepare for those moments where it just goes, all hell breaks loose. And that is the idea of having an emergency fund. And the idea behind the 3 to 6 times your monthly income is that, for example, in an emergency where you lose your job, in such a crisis, at least you know that you'll be able to pay for your bills for the next 3 to 6 months or until you find another job. So, how do you build an emergency fund? Little by little. When you get your salary, you take some of that money and you put it into a regular bank account and you leave it there for when things happen. Because your emergency fund is not a, oh, you know, so I need $5,000. No, that's not what it is for. You will leave it alone in there. You do not touch it unless something happens. And what do we call an emergency? An emergency is something that you did not plan for. So something that just happened out of the blue. That's one. And two, it also has to be something that requires your immediate attention. So like a life and death situation, or as we mentioned before, you lose your job, so you no longer have a steady income coming in, a medical emergency, something happened with the house, the roof blow off, the door knock off. Those kind of things is what we call emergencies. All right. And as I said before, your emergency fund is really and truly just in a bank account, because if something happens, you're going to need immediate access to that money. Your emergency fund is not an investment. All right. It's your emergency fund. That money is not something that you want to put in a high risk investment where if the market goes down as it did in COVID, your money loses value. So no, it is not an investment. It's a regular bank account where if the banks are not giving any interest at all, that's fine in that case. All right. Two, your emergency fund is not your credit card. Oh my gosh. I am so tired of persons saying to me that their emergency fund is their credit card. It is not. A credit card is debt. A credit card is high interest debt that once you use it, you have to pay it back at very high interest. Your credit card is not your emergency fund. All right? So get that out of your mind. It's not an investment. It's not a credit card. So it's something, you put it in a regular bank account, you leave it there. If something happens, that is what you run to. If you have to go into it, you make sure that you replenish it 36 times your monthly income. Please, let's start building that. Let's start putting that together. All right, cool, short and nice. Take care. If you like that video, don't forget to subscribe for more like it. Bye.